Hi everyone. All right, you've been tasked with creating a screencast that explains how to start a registration in Active Engage 2. So I'm going to walk you through that right now. Just to start, I want to show you where I found this nifty little recording tool here. If you come up here to your toolbox and click on the main menu icon, slide down to Tools, slide down to More Tools, and then come over and click on Screen Recorder. I want to pick the full screen recorder mode because that's going to allow me to see the entire screen today. Once I click on that, this little box over here that you see comes up, and I need to push the red button to start recording. I can push pause to stop recording at any time, and I can also push stop, which is going to create my video, and I'm going to save it to wherever I told it to save to. Alright, so now that you know where we got that tool, let's take a look at what I asked you to do today, which is to create a screencast that explains to another person how to register students to AE2. First thing I have to do to register to AE2 is find the button that allows me to do that. Now, when we go out to Vaughn's, you see people standing there in front of the store. They have a clipboard. That's what we're looking for. Now, I can find it in two ways. I can come over here, and I can find it at the Express Poll button. Looks like a little question mark. If I click on that, and I come and I hover over, and I find the Actions menu, I can find that clipboard right here. The other way is to look at my browser bar. Well, you might say, hey, where did my browser bar go? I can't see it. If you can't see it, you want to view it. Click on View, slide down, and also click on Browsers. There's a little shortcut here, Control B. If you remember that, you can get your browser back quickly. All right, so now I have my page browser open, and I have my different browser tabs up here at the top. I'm going to click on the Voting Browser tab way at the end, and I have found my clipboard right here. The next thing I want to do is click on the clipboard to start the registration. If I had any students in my browser already, they'd be listed here, so I can go ahead and clear those out, say yes, just to be sure I don't have anyone connected to my computer right now. And then I'm going to come over here. You'll notice it looks like there's nothing in there. As soon as I click on it, boom, there they are. I'm going to click on Register and begin my registration. Now, the first thing you want to do is choose the number of clients you would like to register. So look around your classroom, count how many bodies you have in the room. If you're in elementary school, you can keep this the whole year. If you're in secondary, as you have different periods coming in, you would need to be clearing them out and adding a new registration each time. So count the number of students actually in the room. You can always put more in here than you actually have. I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 for myself right now, but I would not put too few, otherwise you're going to have people competing for a limited number of spots. I'm going to click the next button here. I'm going to allow them to name their devices. That way I see student names and not just numbers when I get my results. I'm going to click Next. I'm allowing 14 as the number of characters that they can have in their name. And I get a PIN code that pops up. Now, you do not have to write this down because it creates a new one every single time you register a class. It will be a unique code that the students will see up on your Promethean board, and they will put into their devices. So right now I'm going to pause, and I'm going to take a minute to get my device ready and sign in as a student. You won't see that, so hold on. Alright, what I've done on my student device is I've clicked on the button that looks like this one. It says Join a New Hub, and I have entered this code, BEB, and now I'm going to click the Register button. It will prompt me to rename my device. I'm going to go ahead and type in my name onto this device. Set the name, and then on the teacher end I can see that little 0 there turned to a 1. I've only got one student. I'm going to go ahead and finish the registration. If I had the exact number of students, it would automatically finish. And you can see my name up here. If you have a student that puts in a funny name or something, you can always click on this box, rename. It'll ask you what you want to do with it. And I'm going to go ahead and put in a capital P here. You can take out that one if you want to, but just be aware that the program does add a 1 to everyone's name. So it's kind of time consuming. I wouldn't do it. All right, so it renamed. My device is now named Pamela 1, and I am done with my registrations. As long as I don't click clear, I can always come back in and register one more student without getting rid of my whole entire class list here. If I want to remove a student, again, I click on their name and I would check the remove box. And as long as I am not clearing, I can do that for my classes and maintain that same class. Now, if you're in secondary, again, every period you're going to want to clear out your students and re-register in the next period. I'm going to go ahead and push done. And you can see I right now have 1 student. So I have successfully registered my whole class, and now I'm going to begin sending out questions. I'm going to skip over to my flip chart page browser, and I want to ask the first question here. Now the question is, where are a cow's functional sweat glands located? I'm going to go ahead and send that out. I need to find the express poll here. Click on it, determine what kind of question am I sending out. I see this is multiple choice, so I'm going to come up here to multiple choice. It's A through C, and I only have 1 right answer. Now I'm waiting for my student to enter, and I'm going to let you figure out what the real answer to this question is. I'm just going to go ahead and push C, and I'm going to submit my answer. And you can see my results just popped up on the screen. All right, I'm going to let you and your partner finish this task, but your job is very similar to what I just did. You will find instructions, again, in the Quick Start Guide, along with some supports on the website that you might need. Have fun.